this is going to be a heart stopper. Dale Earnhardt coming up to the outside.
Pulls by. Earnhardt takes the lead. Waltrip back to second. Last lap. Bobby Allison goes high. Neil Bonnet comes low. Earnhardt pulls away. 3 cars side by side in the banking. Down into turn number 4. Earnhardt with tremendous power. Look at that precision driving right to the line. Here comes Bonnet trying to close. Earnhardt will win it. Dale Earnhardt in the Australian car. Rod Australian's automobile has won the Clash of 1980. How about it, Hobbs?
An absolutely perfectly judged race. You can say no more. I mean, everybody was in there with an equal chance.
Do that in a hot car.
Oh, we've got trouble in turn 1. Look at that, 2 automobiles. That's Dale Earnhardt in the Wrangler jeans machine. As you can see, oil pouring out of the rear of that car. Earnhardt got into it with Tim Richmond in the Stacy back number 2. Earnhardt upside down, and we'll watch it on the instant replay from our Ms. Lou cameras. Here's Earnhardt coming up behind Richmond. Earnhardt clips Richmond in the left rear quarter, kicks the deuce sideways. We see parts starting to fly. Richmond sliding sideways. Earnhardt goes right to the top of the track. He'll slam the wall here, and look at that. Earnhardt close to going out of the ballpark, Dick, as the 15 goes high in the air.
Well, it's about as close as you can get from going over the wall. And I tell you, the thing just got hung up in there and just flipped right up on its top. I tell you, that brings back old memories, man.
A rough ride indeed for Dale Earnhardt, the Wrangler jeans machine, as well.
Behind Earnhardt, coming down off turn 4. And Earnhardt loses it, goes on the grass, comes back, and Elliott goes inside. And Earnhardt still got the lead. Incredible piece of driving by Earnhardt. 7 laps to go. Earnhardt went on the grass down the home straight and was still able to hold on to his lead. And now Elliott gives up low and goes high. And he's loose in the turn and has to drop back. He got the wiggling around. Elliott almost went to the wall. And right now it's Terry Labonte with that big engine bidding for the lead alongside Earnhardt. Earnhardt trying to hold him off. Elliott is back in the number 4 position. Richmond's running third. Earnhardt trying to hold off the challenge of Labonte. Now Earnhardt with the white flag out. He's in the final lap, and he has the lead over Labonte. Richmond is there. Labonte and Richmond will slam it to the firewall. Both of them. But then so will Dale Earnhardt. Here's the sprint down the final straightaway. On the backside of the 1.5-mile racetrack, Labonte looks to the inside. Nothing there. Earnhardt slams the door. Richmond's out of it. No way. He can pick it up in his position, number 3, and it is Earnhardt, Labonte, Richmond, 1, 2, 3, Earnhardt for $200,000.
Meanwhile, up in front, look at Earnhardt, and remember that some 3 days before this event, he was end for end all the way to the Tri-Oval in a practice run. Here he is right back. Talk about an Iron Man.
Earnhardt is showing no effects from that crash he had Wednesday morning in his sportsman car where he got upside down at the start-finish line. He's out there in front.
Tore down almost 100 feet of fence right here coming out of the Tri-Oval, did Earnhardt. He said, I just pulled my neck down into my shoulders because I knew it was going for a ride. And they said to him, how many times did you roll? He said, it was so exciting I didn't have time to count. Here comes Davey Allison down to the bottom of the racetrack.
6-mile Talladega Superspeedway. It is Earnhardt, Michael Waltrip, and Ken Schrader running first, second, and third, and then Ernie Irvan. And behind Irvan, a tremendous battle for position involving several cars. Irvan sneaks up on Ken Schrader.
Boy, he had him a run going, and Michael Waltrip trying to go by Earnhardt. Earnhardt made the track awfully wide, and he suspected he would do.
Here comes Ernie. Ernie to the inside. He's got second. Now sets his sights on Dale Earnhardt as the cars approach corner number 4. They come into the Tri-Oval. Let's just listen and see who wins the Winston Select 500.
He's tough.
No matter who wins, I'm telling you, that's the drive of the year right there by Rick Mast to come back from such a wreck and to pull down on Dale Earnhardt like he's doing right now. Now that's Earnhardt's play right there. He does that.
Here comes Mast right to the bumper, slides it sideways, and Earnhardt holds him off to win the race and knock down his 7th Winston Cup championship.
So close, so many times when it should have been his, and it wasn't. And for Jeff Gordon, he's doing this for someone else.
Here goes the pass. Gordon making a move on the inside of Earnhardt. Oh, Jarrett's loose.
Down the back straightaway. Big trouble. Earnhardt out. Cars off the track, a total of 6, and there you see them. That is the race summary. And this is the story of the Daytona 500. You're in the pits. Car number 3, Earnhardt, and Dick Berggren is there.
What a pile of grit. Earnhardt is in the car. He's barking instructions to the crew. They're trying to tape the left rear fender on. It's barely hanging on. They're taping the hood on. The roll cage has been sandpaper. NASCAR apparently has declared he must have a spoiler, so they're going to now try to get the back deck on the car. There's nothing mechanical holding it on. They're going to have to tape it on. This thing is so beat up. If Earnhardt can make 1 lap or 2, it's an absolute miracle.
Ralph Shaheen.
Well, here he is, a 7-time champ. Dale, I can't believe we're having this conversation again. You got out of the car after flipping and you got back in. What went through your mind through all of that?
Well, I just wanted to get back in the race and try to, make laps, and we're running for a championship. Our hopes for the Daytona 500 were over there. Gordon came up on me, and the car pushed off the corner, and I got into the wall, got back into him, checked up a little bit. Somebody hit me from behind. Next thing I know, we're on the roof again. Luckily, no one else hit the car. We just sort of bounced around up on our lid a little bit and scuffed around, tore the back end up, whatever. I got an ambulance, and I looked back at the car, and I said, man, the wheels are still on that thing. I got out of the ambulance and asked the guy inside the car that was hooking it up. I said, see if it'll crank. And he cranked it up. I said, get out. Give me the car back. So I drove it back around here, and we taped it up.
Low car up ahead.
And there's trouble coming off of turn 2. Some cars get strangled. It might be this. Whoever gets back to the start-finish line, they'll get the white and the yellow together.
Lake Speed and John Andretti tangle as the leaders head for turn number 3. Andretti and Spencer got together.
This could be the Daytona 500. Bobby Labonte goes to the outside.
Labonte up high. Earnhardt uses the lap car of Rick Mast as a pick. 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally, the most anticipated moment in racing. If John Elway can win the Super Bowl, Dale Earnhardt said he could win the Daytona 500. And if he comes around under caution to complete this final lap, the taste of long-awaited victory will be his.
Wow, what a drive by Dale Earnhardt, doing everything he had to do today.
And Bobby Labonte saying, boy, I needed that last lap.
At the top of the show, you saw the steely eyes of Dale Earnhardt. I'll bet they'll be tearful when he pulls into victory lane.
Let me tell you, it'll make the strongest man on earth cry when you win this race. It's special.
Bobby Labonte comes across the line to the caution flag in second. Jeremy Mayfield's Ford third. Kenny Schrader with a shot at that $2 million bonus, as did Bobby Labonte. Checkered flag. Dale Earnhardt finally is a champion of the Daytona 500 lane. Look out on pit road. Every man on every crew has come out to the edge of pit lane to congratulate the man who has dominated everything there is to win in this sport, except this race, until today.
Well, that's great. There was Todd Parrott, Dale Jarrett's crew chief, other members, other team members of other.
Andy Petrie was there. And this will be the longest receiving line in the history of celebrations.
Wow. Yep, I've never seen that, Mike. Not that many. Normally we'll see 2 or 3 or 4 teams come out there, but this is something.
Ned, I was going to say the same thing. I had about 10 teams come out when I won this one, but look at this. Everybody knows what it means to the man that's done everything to finally get the Daytona 500.
There's Derek Cope, or rather Ernie Irvin's crew. There's NASCAR officials out there. There's Robert Presley's crew, Ricky Craven's team.
NASCAR officials.
He's shaking everybody's hand, too, if you notice.
59 races since he's been to victory lane. 19 Daytona 500s. Twice he led at the white flag and failed to take the checker in first place. But today belongs to the man who grew up at the corner of Coach and Sedan Street in Kannapolis, North Carolina, a mill town north of Charlotte, where he worked underneath that house in a garage on his own race cars and those of his father to become one of NASCAR's two greatest champions. He and Richard Petty, the only two drivers with 7 Winston Cups on their trophy shelf.
Mike, he's a long ways from victory circle yet, and the crowd's building.
And Earnhardt, along with Bobby Labonte, Jeremy Mayfield, Rusty Wallace, and again Ken Schrader, will have a shot at that R.J. Reynolds $1 million bonus when they post it next time later this season. Last year at Darlington, South Carolina, some question Earnhardt's ability to go 500 miles when he blanked out on the first lap at Darlington, South Carolina, and had to climb from the car and go to the care center.
Watch this circle. He's going to spin out.
There goes the grass.
Yeah. Goodbye.
A smoke show. Like the fellow who drives his Craftsman truck, Ron Hornaday, likes to do when he celebrates a victory. And now look at that throng. Can he get to victory lane from here?
Car, and listen to this. Two decades he's waited for this moment, and it's here, and everybody gets a bath. Dale. Yes. What a show.
Yes.
Here with Larry McReynolds and a big hug. And Richard Childress. Dale, how about that ride?
How about it? Man, can you believe it? For one, got an awesome race car, but for two, thank good Lord for a good day. This race car did everything. The good Lord looked after it all day long. Good wrench. This is for all them race fans and all them people have been saying, Dale, this is your year. Dale, this is your year. And boy, a lot of them said it this year. All the way from Mr. France all the way down to Todd Parrott and all the guys on the team. The Daytona 500 is ours. We've won it. We've won it. We've won it.
The lead down the backstretch for the final time. Labonte right on the rear spoiler.
And Earnhardt goes in high. That's going to leave some room for Labonte on the bottom.
Here comes Bobby Labonte making a charge. They come toward the line. Who will it be? It is going to be. I don't know. I don't either.
Will look like Earnhardt just by a little bit.
That was one of the closest finishes in the history of NASCAR.
And Chalky Myers just said, who won? Who won?
And Earnhardt's crew celebrates, so apparently he's won. It did look as if he had just a fraction of an inch advantage at the line. John Kernan.
Well, I'm with Richard Childress. Richard is going to climb down off the box. He talked to Dale. He didn't know who won it. He asked Dale who won it. So, Richard, who won it?
The scoring monitor said we did, and it's electrical. So, you know, if it's official and we did win it, I mean, that's what racing's all about right there. And that's
to the high side of Bobby Labonte. Wow. You see him motioning. He's motioning the 55 car of Kenny Wallace to give me a bump. Come on, Kenny, give me a shot. And Earnhardt is going for the lead. And listen to this crowd of 170,000 strong. Richard Childress, both his cars running 1-2 as he comes for the white flag. Earnhardt loose. They were shooting that on the inside. They were getting him back in. He's on the apron of the racetrack, Ned. And Earnhardt, he saves the race car up almost against Bobby Labonte. Down
from 17th spot in 4 laps to lead it on the final lap.
But Kenny Wallace is in second spot, followed by
his teammate,
Joe Nemechek.
Nemechek was the pole sitter, and Kenny Wallace has likewise never won a Winston Cup race. 3 Chevrolets on the final lap at Talladega. $2.7 million and $1 million bonus for Dale Earnhardt if he can hang on. The No Ball 5 contender, Mr. Restricted Plate, Dale Earnhardt comes down and will take his 10th career victory at Talladega in the Winston 500.
A crash as the team across the start-finish line.
Lane at 9 p.m. on Fox Sports Net tonight.
There, it looked like when Rusty run up there through the middle, it maybe just took the air off Dale's floor and got him loose. I don't think anybody got into him at all.
Sterling may have gotten into him just a teeny bit and got him headed up the hill. It's hard to say.
Here's the onboard view.
Those kind of licks are the worst kind. They're sudden.
Inside, inside, inside. Rewind, inside, inside, inside. Detail.
So he never had a chance. Plus, Schrader was riding him into the wall.